It's a Monday during the football season. That means it's time for a starring role, where we talk to Giants captain and safety Antrel Rolle, who joins us via SMY video chat. Antrel, obviously it's been a tough couple of weeks for the Giants. We've already talked about this. Do you think the last 2 weeks showed that this team is not the upper echelon of the NFC East right now?
Well, obviously, we are what we display on Sundays, and, we've lost 2 divisional games in a row. So obviously, we're not up to par to, our expectations of where we feel we need to be. So there's a lot of room for improvement, and we have to consistently continue to grow.
All right, how about the defensive performance yesterday, Antrel? Obviously, a big game for Murray, a big game for Bryant. Their tight end Escobar hurt you guys with a couple touchdown catches as well. I mean, overall, what do you think went wrong defensively for the Giants yesterday?
Well, I think what went wrong with the Giants yesterday was, we gave up way too many big plays. There were times where we would stop them, and then there goes the big play, and they made more plays than we did on Sunday, which boils down to it. We can't have, so many of the mental errors. We can't have so many of the, the busted coverages and, guys just not being in the right place at the right time and doing the technical things that's needed to be done in order to execute a defense. And, we got to find a way to buckle that down. It's starting to get repetitive. It's starting to get old. And, we're much better than what we've been displaying, and I think we've shown that in a few games that we played this season. But, it's about consistency, and right now we don't have that.
Antrel, how much, obviously, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, not 100%, not really a factor at all. He was brought in to be a guy who could cover a guy like Dez Bryant throughout a game. How much did you miss him yesterday?
Well, whenever DRC's not on the field, he's missed a lot. He's a phenomenal talent. He's an awesome teammate. And, we look forward to having him on the field. He can help us out in many ways in one. So, but he's battling an injury right now, and, we need him to get healthy more than anything.
Antrel, I thought Prince Amukamara, actually, I know he was matched up for most of the game with Dez Bryant. I thought he actually played him pretty well. He had that one interception. There was a couple times when he was all over him. And, Dez comes up with the football, even though I thought the coverage was there. How about the kind of game Prince played yesterday?
Well, I think you just hit it best. He was right there, unfortunately, he didn't make each and every play, but I think Prince played a very combative game. He challenged each and every throw. He was right there. But, when you're dealing with a very accurate quarterback and a guy that with like Dez Bryant caliber, you're going to be on the defensive side. You're going to be on defense, and, he just came up a little bit short of some of those battles. But I still think Prince did a great job, of containing Dez, and, he got him a couple times. But, it's a great matchup. We understand Prince's capabilities. We understand Dez and his talents and what he presents. And like I say, sometimes you got to win those one-on-one matchups.
I know Larry Donnell obviously had his big coming out a couple of weeks ago and had good numbers yesterday, but the 2 fumbles were killers. Did you see it that way? It must be very hard for the defense to come back on the field after those 2 fumbles.
No, it's never hard for a defense to come back on the field. As a defense, we really can't worry too much about what an offense does or what our offense does. It's up for us to go out there and get as many stops as we can and make sure we give them more opportunities to put the ball in the end zone. And we didn't do a great job of doing that either. When it was our opportunity to get stops, they kept bleeding us, with the run, then the big play here, then the run into the big play there. So as a defense, we can't point fingers because we didn't do our job as a defense.
Is this the best team you played? They've won 6 straight games. They're loaded offense. I mean, when obviously Murray and the guys they got that can catch the ball, and their offensive line is tremendous right now. I mean, is this the best team you have played so far? Through the first 7 games of the season.
I don't give any team that much credit. To be honest with you, it can be a 16-0 team. I'm never going to say that they're the best team that we played. That's just the kind of guy that I am. They're a well-balanced team. They're a good football team. I think they're playing extremely hard. So, I give credit where credit's due, but I won't go as far as, crowning them as the best team that we've played. I think they play great ball. They're 5-1 or 6-1 right now, and that's all that matters, in their column. It doesn't matter what we perceive them as.
Antrel, obviously hit the bye week. It's a good time for everybody to take stock of where this team is right now. Where do you think this team is right now? Obviously, you've been inconsistent so far. How would you judge how this team's been?
I think you just hit it right in the head, inconsistent. And it's getting old. You know, it's getting old, and you know, we need to find out what's going on and get it right, and make sure we put locks on it, because right now I think we're a good football team, man. You know, we're a good football team, but you're only as good as what you put out there on Sunday, and we don't show that each and every Sunday. So, which makes you inconsistent, and which makes you a not so good football team. So we need to find a way to make sure that we display how good we are each and every Sunday, and believe it, and it'll happen.
Antrel, we appreciate it as always. Enjoy the off week. We'll speak to you next week.
Antrel, get home safe, all right, man?
All right, man. Take care.
All right, man.